I believe we can end things here. It's not often that we get to enjoy the company of guests, after all. We wouldn't want things to get too out of hand.
Brother, are you all right?
Lenny.
Given that I am the victor of this duel, as agreed, the punishment stands.
No!
I never thought things would end like this.
However, everyone involved in the duel demonstrated a remarkable level of strength and determination. In light of this, I'm prepared to change the method of execution. Elwar, the bottled flames I gave you for safekeeping. Do you still have them?
Llamas embotelladas.
Yes. I wasn't sure what they were for, but I've kept them super safe. I didn't lose a single one.
Wonderful. Then, in just a moment, I'll have you administer them.
Bottled flames?
Indeed. They're the product of a secret experiment. Under certain special circumstances, flames can be extracted from my person and preserved. Once ingested, searing pain will spread across every inch of your body. No harm will come to you physically, but your memories will be burned away. If you can withstand the pain. When you awake, you'll have forgotten everything you know about the House of the Hearth, and will be expelled from the organization. In other words, administering this concoction will kill the version of you that grew up in the house, and give you a new identity.
Raro. Ahora lo entiendo, el repartidor de periódicos con el que nos encontramos en la puerta del Palacio de Memoria era Horror, uno de los condenados. En realidad no fue asesinado. Le borraron la memoria, que es otra cosa diferente. Como obviamente no pueden salir de la casa de la hoguera, porque obviamente saben de todos los secretos, pero si hay gente que quiere salirse, puede salirse, pero les van a borrar la memoria. Inteligente la doña.
Memory is a mysterious thing indeed. Losing a portion of your memories will alter your sense of self.
No, si he entendido bien a Arlequino, ella sí mató a Horror. El Horror que vivió en la casa de la hoguera está muerto, pero el que quedó no es más que una persona normal que vive su vida con su amada. Si realmente así es un poco mejor que quitarles la vida.
So, you're just letting us go, Father?
You misunderstand. Memories are extremely important. Once consumed by flame, the version of you standing before me will die, and our secrets will die with you. So no, I don't intend to just let you go, because the person who survives will be nothing but a stranger.
Even so, I won't have to live in fear anymore. I'm sorry, Father. I'm sorry I let you down, but I really...
Qué fuerte.
Don't cry, filial. You haven't left the house yet, so there are still rules to be followed, yes? Remember what I taught you. Anger makes you impulsive, sorrow causes you to waver. Don't let yourself be controlled by your emotions.
Of course.
¿Y tú crees que se va a acordar
I'll
de eso?
remember.
Dry your tears, and go pursue the life you really want.
Yes, Father.
Chaplot, Fultz, Elwar, take them back to Poisson. And bring Lenny and the others as well. I prepared 3 extra vials of bottled flames. As for whether to take them, the choice is yours. Goodbye, children.
Vaya.
The next time we meet, I will no longer be your father. Thank you for all you've done for the house. I hope you have bright futures ahead of you.
Fuá.
Father.
Oye, pero
Let's
tanto
go.
dramerío, en serio, para algo que ni siquiera iba a ser tanto dramerío. De veras, pero es que no se dio a entender hasta el final la doña.
Here, grab my arm, Lenny. I'll help you walk back.
Thank you.
Clairvy.
And now what?
Can we talk now? I've been waiting for a super long time. You really are Perry, aren't you? I haven't seen you in so long. How come you're all grown up? Wait, did I somehow travel to the future on accident? Or am I dreaming? What a long dream.
Neither. You died, Clairvy. That's what
No
happened.
se toca el corazón. Me dice la neta del planeta.
You could have at least sugarcoated it a little. Look, she's done speechless.
La pequeña Clairvy ya ha oído suficientes mentiras. Y de verdad es Clairvy cuando era pequeña ya aguantó demasiadas mentiras.
Oh. Okay then. Huh? That's it? You accepted it just like that? Yep. If that's what Perry says happened, then I believe her. Perry wouldn't lie to me. Plus, I don't really need to know why I'm like this. I'm more curious about what happens in the future. If you're a harbinger now, Perry, that means Mother is gone, isn't she? Can you tell me about it? I want to know what happened to her. And to me.
You never stopped trying to defy fate. At first, no one believed you. You could only vent your frustrations to the moon. In fact, you often sought comfort in the night sky. You wanted to see the aurora, so one night we promised each other we would go to Snezhnaya to see it together. Later on, you tried to run away, but you were brought back each time. Mother spared your life, but it wasn't out of kindness. Instead, she decided to make an example of you by slowly torturing you over time.
Wow.
That way, the other
Bestialidad
children
de
would know what happens
Doña.
to traitors. Still, you never gave up. Mother hoped that through ruthless duel after ruthless duel, she would be able to crown an ultimate victor among the children she raised. But you called on everyone to unite, to fight to a draw in order to reduce casualties. Your efforts may have only delayed the inevitable, but still. You gave them hope. You tried everything you could think of, but every attempt ended in failure. Still, you never turned your sword on Crucibina, and you never turned it on me. On that gloomy day, you told me, "For the last 16 years of my life, I've done everything I can to fight for freedom. But now, I realize that the only freedom I truly possess is the freedom to choose to die."
I never imagined I would say something like that. I must have been feeling really worn down. But somehow, I still think I understand. According to Mother's plan, only one of us was going to make it until the end. And I always hoped that person would be you. If I could
Vaya.
do it all over again, I still don't think I would make a different choice. Even when I first met you, I knew you'd be able to do what I couldn't.
Is that so? Even now, I'm not sure I truly understand what kind of freedom you were trying to pursue. But as the head of the House of the Hearth and as the children's father, I've tried to give them the most basic of freedoms. The freedom to choose their own fate.
Me iba a
It's
repetir los
something I
mismos errores que
discussed
el
with the
anterior.
Eudex of Fontaine. The children who want to leave the house will have their memories wiped clean of all secrets pertaining to the organization. In return, they will be allowed to live a normal life in Fontaine without being prosecuted for their past. Of course, I won't simply hand freedom to them on a silver platter. They have to fight for it and prove themselves worthy of it. Only freedom that is earned has true value.
That's more than enough. That's exactly the kind of life I was fighting for. You know, Perry, I think you're a pretty amazing king, and a really great father, too. I'm really happy
Jesus
that
Christ,
you're
en
the
serio,
one
los
who
mega
took over the
zapatos son
house.
impresionantes.
I guess I do have one regret, though. I still haven't seen the outside world.
Well, it just so happens that our dear guests over here have been to many nations and traveled to countless places. Perhaps they would be willing to tell you what the outside world is like.
Really? Of course! We've traveled all over the place. We've got so many stories, we could probably talk your ears off for 3 days straight!
Habla sobre el reino del viento y su libertad, el reino de piedra y sus contratos, el reino del trueno y su eternidad, la tierra de la exuberancia y su sabiduría.
Those yokai you mentioned, what do they look like? I once saw a drawing of this one guy with
es mi
horns
favorito,
on his
oye.
head and a super scary face. Are there any yokai like that? Oh, sounds like you're talking about an oni. Yep, we've met one, and let Paimon tell you, they're not nearly as scary as they look. You
El reino
know,
del viento y
I
su
used to
libertad.
dream of being a bard, playing the lute while singing into the winds of freedom. Even if there was no one there to listen, I would have continued to sing no matter what.
Hablar sobre el reino de piedra y sus contratos.
Ah, that's where Mora comes from. I never knew that before. If I had some Mora, I would buy 3 new dresses. One for me, one for Perry, and one for Mother. It's just too bad Perry doesn't like wearing dresses. And Mother, well, she probably wouldn't accept something like that either. I guess I'd just have to keep them all for me then. I could wear a different one every day.
Hablar sobre la tierra, la exuberancia y su sabiduría.
I was always too afraid to skip Mother's fighting lessons. But at the academia, I bet you could do all sorts of secret things in class. Things that have nothing to do with studying. I'm just kidding. Being able to study whatever you want without having to fear for your life actually sounds pretty great.
No. Tras hablarle a Clary de todas las naciones, la conversación vuelve a la nación de una vez consideró su hogar, la nación del agua.
The situation was super dangerous. Lenny and Lynette were accused of committing a crime, and they were going to have to stand trial at the Opera Epicles. Oh no, that must have been hard for all of you. What happened next? Don't worry, we were able to turn the situation around super quickly, all thanks to Detective Paimon, of course.
Vale, extrañamos
How'd
a la
you do
Paimon con
that?
el bigote.
Come on, tell me. Okay, so it was like this. After the failed magic show, we rushed to the scene and...
Paimon está entusiasmada contando lo ocurrido en Fontaine mientras Clary la escucha con total atención. Desde luego parece mucho más contenta, como si se hubiera olvidado de sus preocupaciones. Supongo que nunca había podido relajarse tanto como ahora, pero ¿cuánto durará este momento?
Shadows don't have the capacity to learn or grow. Any new information
Lo
they
olvidan con
encounter
el
is
tiempo.
quickly forgotten over time.
Con el tiempo se olvidará de lo que le hemos contado y volverá a ser esa niña asustadiza que se esconde entre la sombra. Vaya, estaba tan distraída pensando en mis cosas que no me he dado cuenta de que se ha hecho de día. ¿Iba a desaparecer? ¿Ahora sí?
Clairvy, you've worked tirelessly from the shadows to overthrow the House of the Hearth. Now, by my authority as the Knave, I shall announce how this matter ends. You are hereby expelled from the House of the Hearth. You are no longer tied to this place, nor are you bound by its rules.
You're saying that I can finally leave? I get to experience the outside world as well? Oh, I almost forgot. There's no getting older for me. Still, seeing who you grew up to be makes me really happy, Parallel. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.
¡Ay, qué fuerte!
May we meet again someday.
Ay. Espera poder entrar a las líneas Ley para volverla a ver. Ah, pero por no ser parte de Fontaine, ni de Tebat per se, por ser...
Larvae.
Bueno, eso no nos lo han explicado, ya me sé
She
un
left
poquito la
so
historia.
soon.
No
Paimon
sé si
didn't
sea
even get to
capaz
finish her story.
Arlequino de poder ver a Clairby en las líneas
I
ley cuando
also
se
have
retire.
certain sentiments left unsaid. I wanted to tell her that the aurora I saw in Snezhnaya was just as beautiful as the ones in the pictures.
Oh,
But a shadow's memories reset at dawn. Had we delayed any longer, we wouldn't have had the time to say goodbye. Whatever regrets may linger, let them be lost to the coming of a new day.
Father?
It's Linny! Hey,
y
Linny!
todavía todo hecho pedazos el pobrecito.
What is he doing back here? Let's go check it out.
Father, the bottled flames have been administered. Filio and the others have left the house.
And you? What have you decided?
Thank you for giving us that choice, Father. But we never wanted to leave the house. It's the only home we've ever known.
Oh,
Lynette and Fremine feel the same way. They're recuperating back at the Hotel Bouffe Tété. But I decided to come back and tell you where we stood.
I'm sure you're well aware of the expectations I have for you. I want you to follow in my footsteps and become the next king of the house. Yet you seem to have different ideas. I must admit, I'm rather surprised by your decision to stay. There's nothing wrong with choosing to live a quiet life. Leading this organization is a heavy responsibility, one not so easily carried by someone forced onto the throne.
I just never understood what you saw in me. What made you believe I was deserving of that throne?
porque todo el mundo lo respeta.
You're brave,
Es el hermano más
talented,
querido de toda la casa.
and, most importantly, you cherish your family. You would do anything to protect them, even if it costs you your life.
Speaking up back there was so brave of you, Linny. It's all thanks to you that we were able to convince Father to back down.
You're a hero, Linny.
Exacto, todo el mundo lo respeta y lo quiere.
Father
Que es
is the
capaz de
real
sacrificar su
hero.
propia vida para el bien de la familia.
Had Father gone all out during the duel, there's no way I would have walked away with my life. She must have had it all planned from the beginning, from the very moment she suggested a duel. I'm not deserving of that title. I'm not strong enough or smart enough.
You're wrong. In my opinion, all you need to be deserving of the throne is conviction and the necessary strength to act on it. We may have different ideas of what it means to be a family, but you can hardly be said to lack conviction. What you truly lack is strength. For someone of your talent, though, that's something that will come with time.
Ya, sí,
Even
todavía está
without that
chiquito, ¿verdad?
strength, you still chose to face me in a duel, even though the odds were stacked against you. That capacity to honor your convictions is what I truly see in you.
Father.
No one
Ay, pero
knows
qué
what the
bonito.
future holds, what tragedy or triumph may be in store. Being at the head of this organization requires the strength of will to face whatever comes. Caution will only hold you back. If reaching a certain standard were required to go after what you want, I would never have succeeded in killing my predecessor. Back then, there was still a considerable gap between our abilities. Strength may decide the ultimate victor, but those who let a lack of strength dictate their decisions or undermine their convictions will never be worthy of the throne.
I understand, Father. Thank you.
Children must grow up to surpass their parents. Only then can a family continue to flourish. The road ahead is not an easy one, so I'll ask you one last time. Are you certain you want to stay?
You've done so much for me, Father, and that kindness must be repaid. Plus, with Project Stuja at hand, there are many dangers ahead, and I, for one, don't intend to back down. Protecting my family
el
at all
proyecto Stucha es
costs.
otra cosa. Shit.
That's my conviction.
Then you're welcome to stay. As for Project Stuja, you need not be too concerned. If those cowardly businessmen and heartless dignitaries try to take us down, I'm prepared to teach them a lesson. Having members who longed for the light was our organization's last weakness. With those members no longer among our ranks, the House of the Hearth is like a spider hiding in the shadows. We need only wait for our prey to come to us.
Espera, ¿qué?
At present, our imperative is to use their plan to our advantage. In doing so, a crimson moon shall rise amid the frigid blizzards of winter. No demonstration of loyalty shall go unrewarded, and no sacrifice shall be in vain.
Desde esta parte ya estaban dando el aviso de not cry.
I'll remember the camaraderie we shared in this moment. No matter how arduous the journey ahead, I hope we both reach our desired
Una luna carmesí se
destination.
levantará en las nevadas ventiscas. Kick. Tienen muy bien planeado toda la historia de Genshin. Están bien locas esta gente.
Didn't Linny say that Lynette and Fremine were recovering at the Hotel Bouffe d'été? Oh, Paimon wonders how they're doing. Maybe we should go check on them.
Ok. Hotel Bouffe d'été. Ah.
Lynette, Fremine, how are you feeling?
Much better.
Whew, what a relief.
What about you? Are you feeling alright?
A mí no me hizo casi nada. Estoy bien, no te preocupes. El combate estuvo fácil.
I knew you'd come out unscathed. Us, on the other hand, well, we've been bedridden for 2 days. I couldn't even turn over. Oh, and I wanted to ask, is Claire V...
Yep,
gone?
she's gone.
Linny and the other members have left Poisson and returned to the House of the Hearth. According to him, there haven't been any more sightings of a spirit roaming the house.
Nos pedimos de ella bajo la luz del sol.
I see.
I'm glad. Father came to check up on us 2 days ago and told us about what happened with Crusabina and Clairvy. Actually, I've met Crusabina before.
¿Crusabina? Cuando aún era el anterior director. ¿Qué?
Wait, what? You've met the former knave?
Crusabina died a year after Clairvy. It was during the year between their deaths that I joined the House of the Hearth.
A ver. No. Espérate. En ese año que me trajeron a la casa de la hoguera. O sea que... ¿La Sota tiene 24 años? No. Más, ¿no? Sí, como unos 28 más bien. Al menos de que Fermín haya llegado desde Baby. Y si es así, entonces sí, tiene más años,
Crusabina had an
Arlequino.
extremely cruel and radical way of doing things.
No, pero si él todavía
While she was
tiene
alive,
memoria...
The atmosphere in the house was suffocating.
Digo, tomando en cuenta que decía que Clairvy tenía la misma edad que Arlequino cuando se conocieron, a los 6 años. Y 10 años después fue que murió Clairvy, o sea, a los 16. y un año después murió la sota anterior, es decir, Arlequino actual tenía 17 años, y Fremini todavía conocía a Cruz Sabina cuando estaba chiquitito, tomando en cuenta de que usualmente Fremini debería de tener entonces, ¿cuántos? Unos 15, 16 años en este momento. Si todavía lo recuerda, puede ser que unos 10 años, o sea que tiene 28 años aproximadamente Arlequino. Ah, ajá.
When I joined, though, the experiment she valued so much
Mis
had already
cálculos
come
súper
to
locos.
an end.
Dice,
And
no,
all the
estás mal,
people
tiene 40.
involved, dead and injured alike, were gone. Cruz Sabina never talked about the past with us newcomers. A couple of months after I joined, Father killed Cruz Sabina and burned all her files. With that, the names of all the people subjected to her experiments, Clairvy included, were lost to the flames, along with the painful memories they represented.
Father took in Lenny and me a couple months after that, but she never mentioned anything about Crusabina or Clairvy.
Vaya,
It really seems like something she was planning to keep to herself.
pues claro. ¿Para qué quería que la gente supiera todo ese
Why
despapalle?
she kept it a secret for so long? She said she didn't want us to be affected by the darkness of the past. She was worried we'd develop a false sense of gratitude towards her if we knew about it.
Quería que su agradecimiento
The
sea bastante
foundation of a
auténtico.
family should be free of any corrupting influence. Whatever happened in the past, it has nothing to do with who we are now. And that's what Father told us in the end.
But I still thanked her for everything. It was only after hearing about what Crusabina did that I finally realized how insignificant our lives could have been.
Exacto.
The members of the house meant nothing to her.
Apenitas si se salvaron de una circunstancia
To say
bastante
that she
fea.
valued them in any way, even just as a tool, would probably be giving her too much credit.
Oye, pero entonces a los
Father hadn't
17,
taken over
18
the
años,
house of the hearth,
se convirtió en la líder de
I
una...
probably would have already.
Está intensa, ¿la sota? Eso ya no importa. Al final te salvó.
Father rarely brings up the fact that she saved us. She doesn't believe that being indebted to her should be what ties us together. But even if we didn't owe her anything, we would still choose to stay. Because this is our home. We may have arguments or times when we feel wronged. Some people may even choose to leave. But as long as Father's here, we will always have a home.
Whether the path before us is bathed in sunlight or shrouded in shadow, we'll follow Father wherever she chooses to go. So I wanted to say thank you for helping us make it through this crisis. Without your help, we could have lost a lot more along the way.
Oh, we didn't do anything, really.
No, nada más nos dimos espadazos con la líder de su organización. Es cualquier cosa. Y estaremos encantados de volver a ser sus invitadas.
Of course,
Por
you're
supuesto que
welcome
sí.
anytime.
Are Filio and Nantoy okay? I actually saw them at a cafe this morning. They didn't recognize me. From what I could tell, they were drinking coffee and talking about one of the operas that started running recently. They seemed happy. If I had to take a guess, I would say they finally found the kind of life they always wished for.
Qué bonito. Muy buena historia. Y ahora sí podemos seguir con Notcry.